Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly and welcome back to the Toy Box. Today is going to be an extra video that I'm filming because tomorrow is my birthday, so I wanted to do an extra video today before my birthday, and then I will be posting an extra video tomorrow for my birthday, then a Christmas Eve video and a Christmas Day video. For all of these videos, I'm actually going to be doing 2 unboxings per video. If you saw my Sanderson sister video, I talked about this a little bit. I just have kind of a backlog because of having to take a break for like September, October time from filming and just do some of my older videos, and then also with people sending me money for Christmas or giving me Christmas presents, stuff like that, or birthday presents. I'm just kind of a little bit behind, so I'm gonna try and catch up. And so what I'm trying to do is pair one older doll with a newer doll for each of these videos so that there's something for, you know, multiple different people. So today the main focus is going to be the Tweevils. So these were a Christmas present. I was sent the money for these like an Amazon gift card, and this is what I picked out with that. I got the Tweevils, and then the other thing today, my new doll for today, is going to be the Barbie style doll. This is, I believe, number 2. This is the one that is apparently been really hard for people to get, but I was able to order her. I actually ordered her, I want to say like a week or so ago. So she was $20, and I did pay her out of pocket, and then they were $30 something, but I received the money for them as part of my Christmas present. So I did still pay for them, like they weren't free, but at the same time these were a gift, where I did pay for her with my own money. And then something else I pay with my own money, you can see there, that I was going to unbox with them as an extra bonus on top of all of that, is the mini Bratz, the Tweevil and the Felicia. So actually, funny enough, I was trying to decide what I wanted to spend my gift card on, and I was having a really hard time deciding what I wanted to get. And I actually was at a Ross picking up some Monster High dolls that I needed to complete my collection, and I saw this on the shelf, and it reminded me that I'd wanted these dolls, and so I decided to look them up, and they happened to be on a really good sale, so I went ahead and picked them up, and they came the next day. We're gonna go ahead and get them unboxed. And again, along with this Barbie and then these mini Bratz. Here is a closer look at their box. Awesome. All right, I think that's all I have to say. Pretty simple. But we're gonna go ahead and get moved up onto the desk, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in just a moment. My ring light is on its very, very last leg, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. I apologize in advance if it cuts out. But one, I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and get these started first, just to get them out of the way. 2, I wanted to point out, I forgot that one of the reasons why I wanted the Tweevils, even though I'm not like a really big into like collecting Bratz or anything like that, but I am big into collecting twins because I am a twin. Now, I am a fraternal twin, so that means I don't look like anything like my sister, but I thought that they would be inappropriate for a pre-birthday celebration. And then, so we'll go to the mini Bratz. Again, it's the Christmas Felicia and the Tweevils 2-pack. So it's limited edition. Apparently this was, according to this raw sticker, it was originally $20, but I paid $8 for it. And now I can get rid of that. And then on the back side here, we have Kirsty and Casey, or Felicia. And then if we slide them out, we have them in their box. Just show you Felicia really quick. So here she is in her big yellow dress. It's actually quite the large figure. And then here is the mini Bratz of the Tweevils. And, oops. As you can see, it's pretty accurate. It looks just like it. And For being very small, they actually have pretty good details on their faces. There's the back of their mini box. And then these, their mini Bratz are kind of known for being able to like kind of come out in and out of the box pretty easily. So you just snip a little bit of tape and then take them out the side here. So I'll show these again next to the bigger dolls, but this is Kirsty here with her tiara, and then Casey with the bow and the broken nose. Again, I'm sorry if I get their names backwards. I'm not 100% familiar with them, but based on their descriptions, I'm pretty sure that this is Kirsty and this is Casey. Now, as for the full-size ones, for the back of their box, it says, "Mean Girl Alert. It's the Tweevils, Kirsty and Casey, the seriously evil duo who are out to wreck Bratz plans as long as they don't wreck themselves first. Clad in pink and ready to rule the fashion world, at least they think so. These girls are nothing but bad news." And then it says it again in 2 other languages. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get them open. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little journey. But that was the best way I could get an angle on this box because it's so big and awkwardly shaped, and it was really a pain in the ass to get all of that out because I had to like cut all like every single piece of tape in order to get that plastic off the front. But here's the box without them in it, and then I did get the poster out of the back, which we'll look at in a minute. It does come with the 2 dolls. Again, I believe Kirsty and Casey. And then I laughed because they come with 2 hairbrushes, which first of all, already like, if anything, they only needed 1. And second of all, they both have like rock solid updos. Like, this was unnecessary. But I do like that they did both come with stands. So they just have holes in the bottom of their feet. And those just slide right on. Okay, there they are out of their box. There's their mini-me's. And there's their poster. And then the other side of them in the office. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with that, but there it is. I'm so sorry. That first part of the video, I had just gotten home and I was excited and I wanted to film these, but I was feeling a little out of it. So I went and took a nap. I'm feeling a little better. But I realized that I didn't really show the front of the box up close. Since it's this wibbly wobbly piece, we'll just show that really quick. Well, that's kind of fun. It's standing up right now. But there's this part down here that says they're twins and they're seriously evil. And then up here, whatever. And then my nose. It's kind of fun actually seeing them through there like that. But anyway, again, this is, if I remember correctly, Kirsty and Casey. Again, I'm so sorry if I get them backwards. I did set them up holding their little dolls, and I think that's really fun. They're holding themselves. But we'll go ahead and start with their head to toe, and then we'll go to the Barbie. So they have these really cute updos, honestly, because they're little buns up here at the top, which can be kind of basic, but then they gave them these extra like curly cues back here, which I think is really cute. It's super blondie colors. And then they have these hard gelled bang areas here. And she has a bow at the top. And then for her face screening, she's supposed to have like a blank stare, which she mostly does. I still think she's pretty expressive. She has her dark eyebrows with some blue eyeshadow over her blue eyes. And then, of course, her band-aid over her nose from her constant nose jobs. And then she has these pink heart earrings on either side and a pink lipstick. And then their bodies are going to be the same, so we'll go ahead and show her head. So she has the same hairstyle with the updo and little curly on the back, but then instead of the bow, she has the fabric crown. And then she's supposed to have a judging you stare, so she kind of has one eyebrow raised over the other. And then again, the same blue eyeshadow and blue eyes with the same heart earrings. And then she actually has an open mouth kind of look, as opposed to her closed mouth. So then they're both going to have the same pink dress. So it is velcroed in the back, and then it has this white trim here at the bottom, so it almost looks like it's maybe layered, like there's another slip dress underneath. There are these fake, or the real buttons, but they don't like open or anything. So there's these buttons up here at the top. And then they have these pink shoes. They are kind of wedge heels, so they don't have like a separation, but they are still a bit of a lift. They're not completely like flat or anything. And they have a little bit of a peep toe here at the front. The bottoms just have basic tread designs. And, you know, they're Bratz, so they just pop off. for their articulation, it's going to be movement at the head, shoulders, and then they have an additional joint here at the mid part of the arm. Then they have elbow and wrist rotation, as well as wrist bend, and then hip articulation, but nothing at the knee. Yeah, a bend and snap though. So they have a little bit of articulation. I'm always scared with those because those can break really easily. And then their feet, of course, rotate because of the fact that I showed you that they pop off like that. So, and then they come with these stands, which I may have showed in the other clip. I don't remember. I like how you can kind of put them like next to each other and they kind of sit together pretty well. Put it like that. Yeah, they're definitely supposed to. And it would be kind of nice if the pegs were like in the center, so you could like rotate and put like one like this way, but they're very much towards the edge of the stand, so she would be standing way too far back if you did that. Straighten her legs back out so she can actually stand on her stand. Perfect. Now they can stand there and hold their mini-me's. Super cute. And then again, I'm pretty sure I already talked about these hair combs, but I think it's funny that they gave them each their own comb. Now we're going to go ahead and go on to the second part of our, what I'm calling perfectly pink unboxing. That was kind of the theme that I went with unboxing the Barbie with the Tweevils, especially because if you guys may or may not know, because I kind of, again, don't know a whole lot about them, but from what I've heard, they're kind of designed, and like, I mean, just look at them. They're kind of designed to mock Barbie in the Bratz world. So I think it's kind of funny opening them with a Barbie. But this is the Barbie Deluxe style. Like I said, I believe this one is number 2. This has been the one that's been really hard to find. It's the only one that I wanted from the series, so I'm sure I'm not the only one. Obviously, I think a lot of us are really liking this glitter prosthetic leg. I think it's really unique, and as I said before, I'm really into anything like super unique or new when it comes to dolls. For their packaging, I actually really like it. I think it's very, like, obviously, like, the idea is to be, like, a window into, like, a store, like a closet, but it definitely, to me, looks like a window display. I really like this kind of, like, it's a box, but it's a triangle. Like, it's an interesting display. I will be curious to see if these do go on shelves, because right now they're only been on Amazon, how they, like, stack in front of each other. But I think it's a cool design to the box. It's pretty simplified, but it feels very much like it could either be displayed in box or out of box, which is really nice, especially for them being a playline doll, to have this kind of like really nice presentation in box. On the back, we can see all 4 that are in this line. This is the first line of them. They're kind of considered to be replacing the extra dolls, which these are very simplified compared to the extra dolls, but that's kind of the point. They're very more like consistent fashion style, as opposed to the extras that were just kind of like whatever we can slam onto the doll. I feel like as the line continued with extra, they kind of got more cohesive, but this is just a very simple, cohesive look to start with. We do have some artwork of the doll back here, and then, like, obviously a very fantasized version, but then the picture of the four dolls in this collection. And I think that's about it, other than saying I'm super in love with having this very pink packaging. But I'm going to go ahead and get her out so we can look at her a little bit closer. was a lot easier than getting the Tweevils out was, genuinely. But again, also this is a playline versus they're a special edition collector set that's kind of a little bit more designed to stay in box. Probably gonna put that rubber band back on her purse when we're done. One thing I didn't realize that I found when I was opening her up that I'm genuinely happy about is this. So I have a lot of Frankie dolls, as you guys may know, and Frankie's leg is always just one solid piece, so that's what I expected to see here as well. So seeing this painted foot makes me really happy. Obviously I am not an amputee, I don't know any personally, but being someone who is on a lot of disabled social media, I see a lot of content about people with prosthetics, and they typically will have a metal or like some other material for their leg and then have a foot prosthetic on the bottom as well that does look like an actual foot. So that's really cool to see here, that they have incorporated that. Instead of just leaving it as a solid plastic, they've actually painted it, which, like, I'm sure it's because of the fact that you can kind of see it through the shoe, but like you really can't that much because the cording is so tightly woven. But so that makes me really happy to have that kind of like extra detail in there that makes it a little bit more realistic. Obviously, like, pink sparkly legs are not super realistic, but then having that extra attachment at the end, I really enjoy that. But we'll get back to that when we get done with everything else. So we'll start with the head. So she has long black hair that does go just a little bit past her bottom. She has a really cute face screening. She has brown eyebrows over her dark brown eyes. Very minimal makeup, but there is just a little bit of pink shadow above and below her eyes. And then she has these flower earrings on either side. They are silver. Let me see if they do not easily remove. I just also noticed though she does have a little beauty mark right under this eye. And then she has kind of a light pink lipstick, which is very pretty. And then for her top, it is a one long sleeve, and then the other side has no sleeve on it. Her whole outfit is the one same shade of pink, so but up here we have this little rose on it, and then the sleeve has these fluffs all the way down. I do like the asymmetrical look that it gives it by having the long sleeve here and then the prosthetic on this side. And then we come down to her skirt. Let me zoom back out a little bit. So it is a two-piece set. So we have this big open midsection here, and then the skirt that does also have the same kind of asymmetrical flow. It is a little bit longer on the same side as the long sleeve, but then on the opposite side than the sleeve, it has the ruffles that match the sleeve. On her wrist, she has a pink bracelet with this clear jewel in the middle. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. It's almost like a watch style, but it doesn't have a watch face to it. It just has this gem in the middle, but you can kind of see the bands. So it might be the same mold as a watch. It's just not like, you know, the face isn't on there, at least not that I'm seeing. And then, of course, like I said, the prosthetic leg, it is made out of a clear pink plastic with sequins in it. I like that you can see this little bit of her leg still in there as well. I think that's a really nice touch. Sorry, I'm not trying to show her crotch, but it does go pretty far up. And again, has a lot of really nice detail to it. I think this is the first prosthetic leg that I've had from Barbie. I don't think I ended up getting the one with the metal one. So I don't know if this is what Barbies typically look like, but it is definitely very different from Frankie's prosthetic leg. And then the joint is made out of a little bit of a different pink plastic, and then more that sparkly plastic that goes down to the shoes. She does have the same shoe on either foot, with this big rose on either side of it, and then the bracketing going back and forth across over the top, and a little bit of the peep toe. They are full heels. Super cute, very fashionable. She is a tall body. This is just in one of the Amazon stands. And then there is her purse. It is a solid pink plastic, or sorry, a solid piece of plastic, but it is a like see-through plastic with a little gem here at the top, and then some beading details through the handle. Very simple but effective. Like, that's the whole thing with this, right? Is the design is pretty simple, so, but it works. As far as her articulation, she has head, up, down, side to side, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. And then she has hip and knee, but no ankle articulation. To me, I would call this the, like, fully articulated, but like step below made to move bodies that we've been getting. So this is kind of the same articulation like with the Barbie the movie dolls, or anything like that, where they want a lot of articulation, but not necessarily the extreme levels that we would get with something like made to move. So this is your like one step below that. So I mean, yes, the outfit's pretty basic, but for a $20 doll, I think this is a good level of articulation, and like the outfit feels like it's well made. We just have this like really pretty solid pink fabric. We don't have like a lot of like extra unnecessary either details or like printed on designs. Like, it's just kind of simple, but in the most effective way of simple, if that makes sense. I'm not like a huge Barbie collector, but I definitely think I made a good choice with this one. So I'll go ahead and move into final thoughts. Obviously, like, these are two very different dolls. They're two very different price points. I think the base price point for these though is like $50. I think, like I said, I got mine on a really good sale. But I want to say, so I would say like they're about $25 for each of these. So I guess they would roughly be about the same. And they do have about the same amount of articulation, about the same amount of detail, honestly, because both of them have very like simple outfits. I don't know. They're actually not that bad comparatively. Obviously, they're just very different style-wise. Obviously, one's a little bit more human proportions, but I like both of them. I think they're both really nice. I think they give everything that they need to give. Sometimes a simple design is honestly all that you need to read well. Again, I can really only talk on the price point of the Barbie, but I think for $20, I think it's a good, very simple but good design, because the fashionistas are like $10 to $12, and so like, yeah, she's not like a lot more than a fashionista, but I feel like she does feel a lot cleaner, again, because she doesn't have like any like big like tacky prints or anything like that. It's all, everything you see is what you get. Like, it's actually like ruffled, and there's actual material there. And it's just a very simple design, but a very effective one. And I, of course, love the color. And I actually, these actually look really good together. She is a tall body, though, so she looks really big. And Bratz already are a little bit smaller than Barbies, typically. But, yeah. Again, as always, please let me know what you guys think of these dolls in the comments. And let me know if there's anything that I can do to make your time watching my videos more enjoyable. Obviously, I've been trying really hard with editing and adding like in extra details and stuff. So like, you know, I am trying my best here. So I really hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.